Hey YouTube, Willow Dragonfly here. So when I use this camera to record, I always want to look down in the corner instead of looking up. So I'm putting a sticker on my thing to see if that helps me look up. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Alright, so today I'm doing a little of a flip through of the Mesquite Tarot. I got this on eBay. Very, very low priced. I will try to leave the website where you can buy the whole set itself from the creators, and they are in here. Brownwood Walls and do I not know? Illustrated Brownwood Walls, but she had help in the writing, and honestly I didn't see if they were partners or sisters, and I apologize for that. Oh, Alicia Fitz. So, or friends, whatever. So they're from Texas, and this deck originally started as a Kickstarter project, and it did really well, the funding. I went through to see the reviews, and they were kind of mixed. Some people really loved it. Some people couldn't really connect to it at all. It's not what I would call one to learn by and I'll show you as we go through the pictures, but it's super soft. It's very warm and friendly. Some of the pictures are kind of odd, but not really uncomfortably so. And again, we'll go through that as we go through. So the book itself, let's see if that's going to focus. Very detailed book. It has some spreads at the beginning, relatively simple spreads, but the descriptions are really nice. They're straightforward, but they give some good messages with each of the cards. So if you're going to read a little less intuitively and kind of use the book sort of like you would an oracle, it's really good. Like the Magician, its description, it's so easy to forget how much power you really have, more than you know. No need to prove anything. The real question is, how will you use it? How will you direct your mind, cultivate your magic, your own story? The Magician alludes to the immense power you have in choosing how to receive experiences, and how you act, react, and how you create. You already have the tools, everything you need. Connect with your resourceful nature, explore ways to make your ideals practical. How might you take what you believe and translate it to the everyday? How might you make sense of this bewildering and lovely life, of all its absurdity and wonder? And it's like that all the way through, including the suits. Six of Cups, for example. Keywords are awakening, nostalgia, presence. Later, when this era of your life has passed, what is the story you will tell yourself about right now? What are the simple beauties around you, the small pleasures in your world? Maybe you're feeling the glow of old memories. Remember that the rustle of nostalgia isn't something reserved only for memories or for moments gone. Very soon, this will be a memory too. Challenge yourself to integrate the old into the new. Feel those echoes of the past and let them help you feel a deeper gratitude for the ever unfolding now. And then down at the bottom, it must be the reverse, past trauma, memory, longing, and nostalgia. Is that what that's for? I don't know, it's just alternative words, I think. Let's see if it says, because that doesn't sound right. I guess it doesn't really say. Also, the suits are novice, student, knower, and leader, which is a little different take. And swords were replaced with arrow. And then there's a note on reversals. Yeah, it is the right side up at the top of the page. Then it says in between, whether you read into reversals or not. So there's an in between the right side up and the reversal. That's what the body of the story is. And then at the bottom, some reversal keywords. So anyway, it's a pretty detailed book. The descriptions are like, remind me of poems. So I kind of like that. Whoever had this book initially, they didn't even really read the book. And this is the 2017 edition. I couldn't figure out if it's based on the website, if it's a print when you order, if there's a finite number, if it's any reprints. However, it's working. There wasn't a whole lot of detail. There was more detail about the authors and the illustrator than the really about the cards themselves. There's a whole bunch of interviews from 2017 with the creators, and you could just Google that and find that. I didn't really watch all the interviews or anything like that. I'm getting really close to the camera. I'm a big girl, so when you get up and fill up the whole space, it's kind of unnerving. Anyway, the flip. So it comes with a book, and according to what's sold on the website, this is the exact package that you get. There is a simple tuck box, and it also comes with this bag. So that's nice. The back of the cards, so they're like maybe the leaves of the mesquite tree. And again, I'm very bad about that, I'm sorry. And then an eye. So they are reversible. The way the print on the back lines up, I don't know if you can see the stripes on the edges. I thought that was kind of neat. Just something I noticed. Alright, so for the cards themselves, they're all done in these watery, let me flip hands here. Watery pastel. So here there are coins. So some of the images are, well, they're all kind of pippish. And relatively, simple. Let's see if we can. But they are like, I don't know. To me, they're soft, cozy, warm, fuzzy sweater. I get that kind of vibe from them. Like if you're having a rough time with things and you just need a warm hug, that's what I get from these cards. So this card is kind of different. I'm assuming because he's a leader, he's sitting on a throne made of coin and not necessarily a wheelchair. Somebody else had that comment as well. And now we're getting into the wands. What did you call them? Wands? Sorry. Yeah, wands. Wands, cups, arrows, and pentacles. So, is that upside down? They're smaller than a regular tarot deck. They're kind of Lenormand sized. So here's a Lenormand, a little bit smaller than this particular deck. A regular size tarot card. They're a little bit smaller than the Pam's Tarot as well. So they fit nicely in a purse or pocket or, you know, whatever. But you can see, maybe you can't, but I can see why they seem very friendly as I'm saying that card. But even still, it's it's not harsh. It's super soft. And this is a harsher suit. So there is some of the darkness, but still it's not, I don't know. It doesn't appear cold. It just feels sugar-coated, I guess, without being childish. You ever look at your video and think, oh, am I really recording? See, I still can't look at the top of the camera part. Okay, we're almost to the majors. So, I can see why some people can really connect to this deck. I can also see why some people are missing the connection. I think if you have this deck and you haven't connected to it, that it's worth waiting. Worth keeping the deck. Now we're at the majors. Sorry, it's worth keeping the deck and. Sometimes maybe you're having a rough day, really, maybe you're sad, hurt, whatever the case may be. Pull the deck out then and see if it speaks to you at that point. You may just not be emotionally ready for the deck or need the deck at that time, at this time. So I definitely think it's worth keeping. So the Fool. The Magician had all the tools. I mean, that you can see the symbolism's there. You can see we have the towers or columns. The symbolism is definitely there. There is the connection to the Rider-Waite, at least some of it. So like I said, you may not be at a point in your life where it's talking to you. But save it. Save it for a time where you're feeling cold. Maybe you're feeling unwanted. Maybe you're feeling sad, lonely. You know, all of those types of feelings. And then pull it out and see it. To me, it's like, I don't know, like grandmother's hug. The warm, fuzzy blanket, your favorite fuzzy pajamas on a rainy Sunday afternoon. That kind of a thing. Even the harshest cards to me aren't harsh. So Sometimes you need a bit of truth, but you're not emotionally ready to handle the hard truth, and you need it told to you with a little bit of soft love. So like I said, it's definitely worth keeping and pulling back out at a time when you may be a little more vulnerable and you need something like that. I'd be interested to see what you think. Anybody else that has the deck, what their thoughts on it. I tried to find some videos where it was discussed a little bit, and I had a hard time with that. It was kind of limited. So, yeah, sure. I'm really would like to hear about how it's worked for you. If you agree with the soft part of the deck, does it speak to you? How does it speak to you? All of that kind of stuff. So, thanks for watching and have a great day.